Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here on Wednesday. It is the 6th of November 2024. Gonna look at the 8th race from Churchill, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 8th race from Churchill, which is a good one. It's an allowance race, purse $134,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards, which never won $18,000 twice, other than a main claiming starter, restricted race, which never won 3 races here. Field of 9 horses going to the main track, the distance of ground of 1,500 meters or 7.5 furlongs on the main dirt course. I'm going to take as a top selection 2 is Lambeth as a top selection, 2936 for me in the superfecta, 2936 super. Top selection 2 is Lambeth. This 3-year-old colt by Arrogate here. Joe Sharp trains. Jose Ortiz gets the mount. Previously trained by Bill Mont, running here in the Midwest at Churchill, mile 8th and an optional 80 claimer, and he finished 4th by 1/4 lengths that day, and he just kind of yielded late. He wasn't getting the mile and 8th trip. I think cutting back to a one-turn race for the first time in 3 starts, not the world's toughest race. I think he could find a pace to close up into, and I think it's going to be in the Goldilocks zone for him in distance, where it's just going to be right for him to get to the winner's circle today. He ran 2 back on the 6th of August at Indiana, mile 70 in launch race, 34,000, and he won by a half a length. He had a good tracking trip all the way around the race course. He quickened up nicely, and he went away with it. A very good strong run, getting some class relief from his previous race, which came in late June at Aqueduct, a mile in launch race, 97,000, first off the 7-month bench nearly. He finished 4th by 15.75 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate so clearly. He was just very lackadaisical. It wasn't his day to win there. And then mid-December at the end of the year, last day of 23, on the 31st December at Aqueduct last year, 1 mile in the main special weight, winning by a nose, closing up from nowhere. I thought he had a very good race. He was a little bit wide late, but he drove home there. Even on debut, he ran a decent race behind Bilal at Aqueduct last October, but he's training nicely coming to this one. I think he's been crying out for some less distance. He's going to get it. He can find the winner's circle. The 9-horse Liberal Arts for Brad Cox and Louis Saez, I think, could win also. First time Lasix here. He's been running against some tough horses on the Derby Trail earlier this year. He ran a disappointing 6th in Lexington off a quick turn run where he just never got going. Ran the Arkansas Derby before that behind Muth and Just Steel, Mystic Dan. He was very, just not comfortable that day. He completely hit the wall that day. He placed 8th through disqualification also. And then prior to that, he ran the Southwest, where he just got outclassed by the others. His claim to fame was winning on this track in the street since last fall, but he had everything his own way from a dream tracking trip on the slop. I think refreshing here to a one-turn race is also something that should suit him well. First-time holders, I thought 2, I'll give him a shot on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Churchill, I'm going to take the 2-horse Lambeth, give kudos to the 9-horse Liberal Arts, 2936 Super, 29 in the multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.